Excited.
Yeah, we're
Uncle
about to
Romeo.
show. Hold
Uncle
on.
Rom. Oh.
No, go ahead, because I'm gonna pause the recording. Go ahead though.
Oh, okay. Uncle Romy Rome likes his cover.
Well, but that's so. Get ready to share your screen and show all of them.
Oh, okay.
Show all of them. That's what I was going to do. I got to teach y'all the power of teamwork, which
Amen.
you know it, but that don't mean you know it in business.
Oh, Lord, no.
And then also, you all.
She told me you was the one that got the picture, but I'm gonna give her credit anyway. So sorry.
No doubt. And also, Adonia did something great yesterday. Well, she did a couple of things great yesterday, but one in particular. Well, no doubt. Y'all should be so focused on what you have to do that you know what doesn't fit into your 1%. Right? You got to know that.
Yeah,
you got to know that. And I watched with Grace. I actually stayed on the phone with Adonia probably 20 minutes too long because she was ready. She was ready to get out of Dodge, and she allowed me that grace. But you have to, and this is for everybody. I'm gonna have to repeat this again. You have to know what you want, and her goals. She's accelerating or path bending. Point intended there, pun intended. Sooner than later, and when you do things sooner than later, now you're talking about entertaining things, only those things now, the present. And that is very important. And it's so difficult to get y'all to, not just y'all in front of me, but like 96% of the world's population, y'all. It's so difficult to get y'all to see that if it is not going to let you retire or whatever, right? Whatever that may be, then you can't do it. Like whatever you're trying to do, you can't do it. You break some eggshells and you'll be fine. People got to make pancakes with their own eggs. That's just fine. The more I thought it, the more it made sense. Yes. I'm not sure which part, but we had a great conversation. And it was one of those conversations that move you ahead 6 years. And I don't know another way to move. I just, when I do something, I typically do something that's going to last for 20, 25 years. This is my thought process. So that's just how my head works. And it has to work that way because it's just how I was incarnated. And you have to know, like Adonia, so I'm speaking to everybody, you have to know what you want when you are happy, when you're full, when you're retired, and you have to know, I'm getting out of here today, whatever that may mean for you, right? I'm getting out of poverty today. I'm getting out of trash can today. I'm getting out of $1 million gazillion dollars today into $1 trillion, whatever that may be, right? But just hopefully that makes sense to you. I want to spend the bulk of, you want to pause the recording. I want to spend the bulk of the call talk about the State of the Union. That's why I didn't want to. So I was just going to pause and we do this. Deanna, do me and highlight all the pictures and open them up in preview. And then that way it'll, do that. Also, there's no voice AI. The thing we gave you yesterday, we're not doing the AI voices for you. That's my fault, she told y'all wrong. Well, we can't because that typically comes with a monthly subscription. Like we can't pay. Like some of y'all donation was $2. We can't pay $99 a month to do your, you know what I'm saying? Just so you know. But you will see the beautiful work that we've done. In fact, y'all are far ahead. And so let me just stress this again. This is like I told Adonia this on the phone call yesterday. She wants to reach a certain people group. I was like, yeah, those people group want to be like you, right? Those people group want to be like you. I'll let her tell you who the people group is when she sell it to y'all. but those people group want to be like you. You've got it going on. And you, everybody listening to me, you, second person plural, y'all. Sorry, college knocked y'all out of me. Apparently, y'all is not a word, but the hell it ain't. Okay, it is in Texas. Y'all is, and Jersey is y'alls and y'alls. And
You all.
yes, use and use guys. You know, god dog it, ain't no you all. That's too many syllables. Make my mouth do funny shapes. You all, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We just hit it one time. I want you all to take the 99% of the things happening in your life and push it to the side. Now, in fairness to some of you, sometime your breakthrough come in your life and you push that to the side too, because you want it, you have this standard about you that you just try not to make your breakthrough speak your language.
Sir,
For you to be in harmony with your breakthrough.
Watch it.
Just so we clear, right? Just so we clear, because some of y'all be like, yeah, I am available, and you really are available. And then you have, it's called resistance. It's called resistance. And when you are the source of resistance, it's just never going to get done. So please, if you're going to be a high performer, you got to put your foot down on, I am going to do this in my life and this is going to happen. So everybody, for no reason, but for good reason, clap for Adonia. She say sooner or later. I mean, sooner than later.
all right now.
Antonio,
And everybody should be thinking that. Yes, sir.
Deanna, yesterday when you sent me the email, and I read what you had written, I was compelled to not order one of your books, but two, because listen to me. While you was working on my stuff, I'm sitting there going, Jerome, now you got the thing right there, and you ain't ordered the book yet. So I ordered two books so that I could deal with my karma and my feelings. So I just want to let you know that.
Oh, thank you.
And I wish everybody would have heard what Jerome just said. We should have
Thank
put
you
you
so much.
In Turkey.
Sending you an ear hug.
You know, Turkey's like the center of the earth. We should have put you on a mountain in Turkey with a microphone. Just let you scream out that loud. Y'all, everything is karma related.
Man, that's a conversation
That's
for a
why I
whole
don't.
other day.
But it's why I don't. It's why I don't like dealing with people, because y'all is just not. There's a big difference between 6-figure minded and 7-figure minded. It's different. It's big. It's a big ass gap. Just give me 1 second. It is a big ass gap. We do not think alike. And then 6 to 8 is an even huger gap. And then, but anyway, go ahead, y'all.
You always told us your bank account is determined by the number of people that you serve. What I have learned is it's more than that.
It is much more than that.
Based
Just
on
simplified it to y'all.
Yeah, it's based on who you genuinely serve without expecting anything in return and going beyond what you said you were going to do when you serve and enjoying the process while doing it.
That's right. That's 100% correct. That's 100%
Like,
correct.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Every time somebody says your book, I'm like, wait, my book? Oh yeah. And, and you said you bought two, and I'm sitting here like, wait a minute, somebody actually bought it. Like, my brain isn't, but that would have never happened had I not served without expecting anything in return and enjoyed doing it. and did it with excellence. That's the other thing. I forgot to add that part.
That's it.
I'm grateful. I'm learning. Universe, God, I'm learning. Antonio, I'm getting there. You're rubbing off on me. And thank you, Uncle Roby Rowe.
It's Grace's fault. Blame Grace. It's Grace's fault.
You know what? You're right. You're right, Law. It is, the process is getting easier. But I've learned how to find a way to enjoy it. Antonio keeps telling me my superpower is my kid, just being a big kid. So for some reason, but I figured out a way to be a kid while doing it now.
Yeah, y'all not supposed to be stressing. Things aren't, you're not supposed to be so resistant. You're really not even supposed to have a bad time. But can't get people to hear that. And then you say, well, let me share these pictures real quick.
Yes.
Because here's the deal. Now, when you share these pictures, I want you to know that if you have, depending upon, hold on, Dan.
Okay. I got excited. Okay, just tell me when. I'm ready.
And let's see. There's a scripture in the New Testament. I hate to use the Bible. I hate to use the New Testament, and I prefer to go to Torah stuff because I'm not necessarily trying to be religious, but in the New Testament, and have you heard me say this before, there's a ship that picks Jesus up and other boats are with him, and they're not mentioned at all anymore. But when Jesus speaks away the storm, he speaks away the storm for his boat and a multitude of boats, which is not just a metaphor. It's not just allegorical learning, which is a top-down meaning. It's also typology, left to right, very conservative, in which you can understand that if you're next to somebody with the right vibration, they can get more done than you can in a moment than you can get done in a lifetime. And the trick of life is to be that person who can get more done in a moment, or find that person who can get more done in a moment and get in harmony with their journey. Every movie, every short story, prose, essay, every poem by Langston Hughes, every poem by James Weldon Johnson, Maya Angelou, I only know Black poets, sorry. Every sacred text, every story that's ever been told, every painting on an Egyptian wall or a Tibetan cave says the same thing. Either be the one who is the light, or find the light and get in harmony with that light. You don't get to argue with that. It's simple. You are not supposed to be stressed out. All right. It just not is what it is. But anyway, go ahead, Deanna, please. Everybody look. Typically we would show you, but we want to show you the power of teamwork. And hopefully it makes sense to you. Tell them who podcast it is, and
that's nice.
Go ahead.
So
Man,
this is Miss Janice.
Oh yes, Janice.
This is 1, and this is 2. I won't lie. At first, I had a specific favorite, but they both ring loud to me.
They do.
When I saw this one, I was like, "Ooh, that's the one." But then Antonio kept pointing out, "No, look at this one." And the more I looked at it, the more I was like, wait a minute.
That's a podcast cover, y'all. Book
It's
cover,
a podcast
podcast cover.
Yes, it is.
But in this case, it's a podcast cover, but you can use the same picture as a book cover. But anyway, any cover.
Let me introduce you to.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you narrate because you humble. I'm not.
Okay, my bad.
How many episodes does she have?
Oh, she has 200.
Thank you so much. Keep going.
Okay, let me introduce you to my life, an unplanned journey of unclehood. This is Mr. Otis Chandler's podcast.
All right.
This is one cover, and this is the other cover.
I like that one.
I like this one too. And he
Oh yes.
specifically for an uncle who look for someone who looks surprised. So you have the surprised uncle with the surprised niece and nephew.
Somebody help me with these mother.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Don't applaud. Come help me.
Help me, please.
And he has 200 episodes. Now, these, I love them. These are the Love Revolution.
Oh, that's good.
This is for the original, the one, Miss Adrian Misunderstood Allen.
Woo!
This is one. She has 200 episodes as well. This is one, and this is the other one.
Oh,
That's
good.
pimping right there. I like that.
Yeah.
And we ended with the best.
Come on, show this one, please.
Of
Please,
the
come on.
best.
Woo!
Of the best. Of the
Oh,
best.
nice.
Uncle Romy Real Talk.
You guys
Now,
overdid it. That is, there's not one of them that you can't say you rocked it. Those are, whoever did that is brilliant. And if it was Antonio, I may have changed my mind, but that was brilliant. Those are gorgeous. Those are gorgeous.
Mr. Antonio T. Smith Jr. and myself sat down. He asked me questions. I gave him responses. He asked for pictures. I gave him pictures. And he did what he did. And this is what he gave me. And I am grateful. And Uncle Romy Rome at this point has over 300 episodes.
325.
There we go.
Right now.
So I'm excited. When I tell you there was not, okay, I do want to share something with everyone that Antonio did for me personally, because Antonio being Antonio told me, he said, don't do for you, don't do for everyone else, and don't do for you. I was like, yes, sir. Understood. So I'm just going to show y'all two. Actually, no.
And we still got, let me just say before you do that, we still got Renee, but Renee has a course, right? She doesn't have a podcast.
Yeah, Renee has a course.
All right, so that's that'll be different. Yeah, that'll be different. Unless you want a podcast, you want to switch it to a podcast, that's fine.
I mean,
But,
tell me what you think.
Cool. Go ahead.
Okay, I just want to brag.
Yes.
Because
we should brag.
I haven't figured out, some I know what to do with, some I don't, but I'm just grateful for them. So the first thing I want to do is I want to introduce you to the new Connected Life. There she is.
All right now.
That's so dope.
All right. Woo.
They're not ready for that one. That was too much queendom on that.
You the branches streaming from her. She is the tree.
I love her.
That is really good.
Here's another variation.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Here's another. Like, Antonio killed these. And then here's another variation.
Law say now he need a woman.
Ha!
That's too funny. Wait till
I
y'all
have
see what I've done for Adonia. I haven't said nothing. I haven't even shown her. We talked about some stuff yesterday, but I haven't shown her.
And for the cover of Woven Threads, which is my book collection of short stories, he created these for me.
Oh,
These are the
that's
two
good.
that I'm gonna work with, but I wanted to show y'all all of them.
Yeah.
I'll be working on the book cover for Woven Threads shortly.
Oh, nice.
Right. I like the one to the left, top left.
That's
To
one of
the
the ones I
left,
picked.
to the
Right? That's one
left.
of the ones I picked. It's something about the teal. I don't know what it is. Teal stands out to me. And I just wanted to show this beautiful woman right here.
That is beautiful. Wow.
Because he
Wow.
put in certain key terms, and this is what came out. And she just stood out to me. As you see, there's the wovenness within not just her skin, but it's also her attire, then her hair. I mean, I don't even know what to do with her, but that's okay though, because she mine. She mine. Oh, and just one more, y'all. Okay, so you all know I've been working on a book called A Letter to My Son. I did it as a keynote. And if Antonio being Antonio reminded me, don't do something for everybody else and don't do nothing for yourself. I was like, yes, sir. Okay.
I told my big sister yesterday too, but she was already on it.
Come on, Miss
Yes,
Adonia. See, I already knew who
was-
you was talking about when you
I
said big
was
sis.
I was 45 days behind her. She was 45 days ahead. She had already put her foot down, yeah.
Okay. So options for A Letter to My Son book cover, because I wanted to put my son on the book cover, but at the same time, I wanted to protect him. So if he out somewhere, don't nobody just be like, oh my God, I saw you. Yeah. So Antonio killed it, y'all. He killed it. He killed it. Look what he did. Look what he did.
Oh, yeah. That's.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yay.
So it looked like him, but it don't look like him.
Uh-huh.
These
Okay.
actually stemmed from pictures of Don I actually sent him. So they kind of look like Don, but they don't. And then he merged it with some other things that we worked on.
Oh.
And in this
Yay.
one, if you notice at the bottom of the heart,
Mhm.
there's arms. So it's
Yeah.
like the heart is hugging him.
Oh.
I mean, Antonio killed this.
Mhm.
Look at that. Like, and so now I can put Dawn on the cover of the book without putting Dawn on the cover of the book.
Mhm. Right.
So I just wanted to tell Antonio, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are amazing. I mean, every one
Yeah.
of those, every one of them, I feel something. It's not just I see something, I feel it. And that, when that catches the attention, it catches my emotion. It's wow, that's really good. I'm just truly impressed. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, and Adonia, before you start driving, if you can send me your category, development, leadership, HR, just something that you want your podcast to be in that'll help. Just that one word, don't want to make you work too hard this morning, but just that one word, it'll get my brain just needs that piece of information.
Can I just tell you now?
Yeah,
It's real,
sure.
and
That'd
I
be
hate to
perfect.
do it. I hate to do it because they say people don't really like to. You don't want to tell somebody, I want to fix you and you need to be developed. But it's personal development. It's just the inside. It's working with the spirit inside of you, and becoming friends with it and letting it shine. But it's something in that realm. But it's really personal development.
Got you. Well, you can always tell people, hey, you fuck. No, you can't do that. No, man. We'll retract my statement. I was going. You probably can't do that. So yes, we'll take your stance. Don't tell people they suck. That seems like an Antonio style. Let's not do that. Okay. Yeah, I got a whole note just for Adonia. Good stuff. Personal development. That's what I was hoping. All right, then. So I got what I need. Hold on real quick. Yeah, personal. Bam, got it. All right, got it. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. Law lineup. I got you. Let's see. I want to say something. Yes. Know, Jerome, that. So let's go back to this. Know the light and praise it, because that's really what I was trying to tell y'all. The Torah. I always feel more comfortable talking about the Torah because it's like taking a history approach. If you're not Jewish, it's like taking a history approach to religious texts, at least the way that I prefer to do it. Old folk, 6,000 years ago, Grace, were told, if you stand yourself under the window of heaven, you'll receive one blessing. You won't have room enough to receive. They were farmers. The windows of heaven was rain. They were told that they'll have a good crop in the next season, the next 3 months. I got to rewind all that. I'm going to use Adonia again because she's a great example. This is winter. Can I say it the way I probably shouldn't say it the way I want to say it, because I want to say F around and find out how good God is what I want to say, but that might be a little bit too much. It might be a little bit too much. Let me try to dial that down a little bit. F around and fool around to find out how good God is. Have Adonia sit under the window, because it's winter right now. Ain't no damn harvests in the winter. This is barren time. So it's okay to be angry or whatever. You shouldn't be, but it's okay. Spring is coming, but you probably ain't doing enough, Prophet Jerry, to get to spring. But fool around. I want to say around and find out how good God is what I want to say. That's when I'm in the hood, though. You know, in the hood, you got to talk like that. I got to talk like that to Reggie. Bro.
Antonio, come on, man.
Come on, man.
Antonio.
I'm spitting facts, man.
Last summer, I said,
come on, man.
They bet not give me my back pay.
And what they did.
They bet not give me my back pay. Last week, what they do, Antonio?
They gave you your back pay, Jerome.
Come on, man. Come on. In two installments, not
come
one.
On,
I got a double portion. I'm sitting there going,
watch yourself.
No, you didn't.
Watch yourself.
And I said, and I see now I can't hold my peace because you said I was gonna let this go. This activity, this movement, you and Deanna with my whatever. Yesterday, I realized I'm going to change part of how I was going to. Remember I said with the podcast I was going to do the thing with my niece and everything.
I remember.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
I feel you.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Talk to me.
I'm still going to read the one book, and I'm read the other book with commentary. But the last portion of the podcast, I'm going to pick one of my poems and read it. And depending on if something is going on, I'll defer to that, but read the poem. If not, I'll comment on the poetry, because I want to do the monthly subscription for the poetry, right. And I want to do the poetry on demand. What better way to get my poetry exposed to people than doing it on the podcast, because they're following me so they can sign up for the subscription. Hello.
Bruh, automatic money for Jerome moving forward. Amen. Amen. May his back pay be the last time he get money that small. And it was big. Don't get it twisted. It was big. Don't get it twisted. But that big, that's too small now. You hear me? That's too small. You know, that big is too small. You understand me? That big is too small. Adonia, this is a great example. Why? Because she's a high performer. This is what this is. She's a high performer. Actually, she's a high performer with no team. So this makes it so y'all go, I ain't got what you got, Antonio. This word, it was a great example. Adonia, like Dolores, high performer with no team. A very little team. So what you get is stand under the window of heaven. F around and find out how good God is. Stand under the window of heaven and see, if not in October, how much Adonia's life has changed. So you want shit now. And that's your problem. You can't reap in the same season in which you sow. That's your damn problem. Y'all want to sow and reap at the same time. No, put in the work now, silently. You will be okay. Know that I'm not telling you you can't manifest right now. Don't let me put limits on you. I'm just telling you God does God's works in God's rules. You don't like that. You didn't like that. Does the universe always bends its rules for law? Sure it does. But does the universe also follows its rules 100% of the times? Show you right. Fool around and be like Adonia. I know she planting seeds. I know she doing a thing. Watch what happens come fall. And your damn job, and you hear me well, it's not to break the hell down during cutback season. Let me put it in Jerome language. The devil can't stop what's for Adonia. The devil is not the God of the harvest. But the devil can deplete Adonia from February to September. So by the time she get that harvest, she done walked away from it. It's an infinite possibilities. They got mad at it, or then sowed enough bad seeds where the wheat grow up with the tares. Come on, help me, somebody. Now she can't even enjoy the harvest. Now that's not gonna be her. That's why I'm using her as an example, because she ain't gonna do nothing stupid like that. Now I'm making sense. You ain't gotta like it. I'm making sense. And you need to hear it. I'm making sense. You need to hear it. You're either going to be the light and get stuff that there are things that we can do in a snap. So everybody just got benefited. You just went from December to February, all the stuff you did, and in 2 hours, your stuff was done. That is the power, not of us. That's the power of getting out your ego and getting into the light. So, well, I don't have no ego, Antonio. I'm not mad. We ain't gonna talk about being mad. Ego is anything that edges God out. Anything. I'm too busy, ego. I'm too tired, ego. Y'all ain't gotta like it. All right. Let me talk to Prophet Jerry real quick. Go grab him. Go grab him. Go grab him. I'm gonna be Santa
Hold
Claus.
on.
Some blessings around the streets. Gonna be Santa Claus, do some blessings around the streets. That's what I'm gonna do. Be blessed Adonia right quick. I'm about to. She just sent me something amazing. Adonia, get ready for a text message from me
Okay.
in about
Sorry,
5 minutes, maybe less.
I had to jump off because I'm
Oh no, you good. I'll just talk. Okay, just have your wife tell me what the subject of you want your podcast to be around. Is it religion? Is it Christ? It's up to you. Go with your
no,
heart.
probably marriage.
Okay,
When
marriage.
some with the Linsoms in marriage.
Okay, win some, lend some's marriage. The stuff you
Win
already
some with
doing.
win some with the Linsoms.
I don't need nothing then. I'm good. I don't need nothing. I got it.
Okay.
Yeah. I follow your podcast, so I know everything. So it's cool.
Okay.
Well, I don't know everything, but I know everything about your podcast because I've
Right.
listened
I
to
know you
multiple
know
episodes.
here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All
Okay.
right, got you. Okay. Deanna,
All
send me
right.
that correct spelling and lineup for me. That correct spelling and lineup. I would appreciate that.
Spelling out with the Linsoms.
Let's see. Oh, let me take care of law. Hold on. Y'all just sit here real quick, and then I gotta read my friend message over here. If you missed what it was we took yesterday. Well, yeah, okay, good morning. I'm behind. I'm a follow. Okay, fair enough then. If yeah, I got you. Right there. Bam. Now some of y'all was only able. No, let me change my words. Some of y'all gave all you had, which was $2, $5, $13. And let me tell you something. In the eyes of the light, that's $1 billion. See.
2 mics.
Let me see, Adonia, this is why I'm finna get in trouble. The universe takes the same amount of energy to make $1 and to make $100. I know you can't understand that due to your ego, but it is just energy. It's just a piece of damn paper. It's just a number. The system, man, then assigns those numbers lack. And you think it takes a lot of power to get to 1 million because lack is assigned to it. But please know, I guarantee you, watch what's about to happen in Melissa's life. I know what Melissa's doing. I know what Adonia doing. I know what Susan is doing. I'm just looking at Grace work. How do I know you? This is how do you know when you're working? When you look stupid.
Look here, okay? Hold on, look here, okay? Because I was telling Deanna, hey, I'm gonna put it out anyway, because I was having trouble with the whole, this is written by AI, and this is it. I'm gonna put it out anyway, whatever. This is,
So daggone proud of you. This girl got 33 followers.
You gotta put that shit out.
Do what you
I
do,
did.
Grace.
I
Y'all
did.
got me raw
I did.
today.
I did.
I know. I was
Social
asking
media.
her about that. How'd you do that, girl? I
You
need
gotta
to.
put that out.
Look, let me tell y'all something about Grace. Let me tell y'all something about Grace. People bless her just for her time. I be trying to tell Grace, I say, Grace, have you noticed how every time you do something, somebody give you something just for your time?
That's a law of attraction.
So you started the first blog you sent me. I went on your page. You had like 20 some odd followers. And I'm like, I know Grace ain't had no Medium account before because she ain't never wrote before. So how she got this many people so fast?
Years ago, when Antonio first mentioned it to us, I went and got it. And I was telling Renee yesterday, she's like, how you get all these followers? I was like, some of these are when I went to school with in college. Some of these are people when I was in Organo Gold. I was looking at it and I was like, okay, and then the rest are are us, you know. So yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
That is awesome.
I'm so proud of you, Gracie May. Law asked if you're posting daily.
I will be. I will be.
Okay, I was about to get to that. As long as you're consistent, don't have to be daily. As long as you're consistent. Adonia, real quick, is your target mostly women, mostly men, mostly youth? These are questions I forgot to ask yesterday. Sorry.
Primarily, it is women,
Gotcha.
but my whole goal and heart is to get them young women.
Understood.
What I see and how I see some of the things they're doing, and then they wonder why. I just want to snatch them and fix them and hug them and send them on their way. Because if they gonna survive this world, they got to stop doing what they're doing.
You're trying to be Medea. Yeah. Yeah. Be
Like,
Medea.
Look here, little girl. That's it.
Well, when you got a mission like that, you like me. You with some people, you go, you know, it's like this, and other people, you go, stop doing that mother shit, because I become all things for all people. Anyway, y'all guess that. Jerome caught it though. Jerome understood that was scripture. You can't talk to.
Come on, Paul.
You can't talk to. See, Adonia don't come from where they had $1 million houses at as their vacation home. Where she come from, they talk differently. You understand? You can't tell a single mother You can't tell a single woman paying all her bills by herself, waiting on a good man, but every man that she got is trash. There you go. I changed it. God is a comforter. Y'all don't want to play with me, man. You can't come
Watch
to
yourself.
Adonia and Dolores and talking about how God is a companion. They companion a damn selves.
I know that's right.
You come to women like that saying God is ease.
Yeah. Like nobody could come to you saying God is a great father. You know? You're like,
God
what?
is a great parent,
You're
Antonio.
a great parent. Yeah.
Huh? Don't make sense. You know, you go to Phil, God is serious. Yeah, okay. That's gonna work with Phil. Okay. You gotta be able to speak people's languages. You understand? And however you grew up, your life experience has changed how you perceive infinite intelligence or whatever you believe in, right? It just does. It just does. It is what it is. You don't get to decide against that, and you don't get to tell Grace what she needs to be thinking about God. Grace, God is kids. Well, God need to get away from here.
Okay.
You ain't had no triplets, Grace?
Why are you cussing? Why are you cussing?
So right. You so right. You so right. 42. Like, Grace getting pregnant, then Adonia getting re-pregnant.
Why
Not
you
re-pregnant.
why you doing my friend and my big sister like that?
Re-pregnant.
Oh
Hey,
my.
I'm filming y'all
He
whole
likes the
pregnancy.
argument because me and him had a little tug of war yesterday. I done worked 12 hours yesterday, and then he just wanted to just get all up in my head. And I had a little attitude, and I was tired and cranky. And then I got in my car and started driving. And I thought, you know what, that person
had
kind of has some sense.
I love you so much, Miss
Yeah.
Adonia.
Y'all, I don't argue. I do. Yes, ma'am. You right. My bad. Yep, you right. But she was real nice. She was real nice. She was real nice. She actually gave me, I would say she gave me 42 minutes of grace. And then we was on a call for 42 minutes, Grace. so a call for 42 minutes.
It really was a tug of war. It was a tug of war. Because we both was trying not to listen to the other. But you know, you always, unfortunately or not, you just kind of make sense. And I had to process because I was thinking, and he was trying to, I was thinking, you trying to change me. Don't change me. I'm who I am.
That's exactly, and I knew that.
We were speaking a different language. We were speaking a different language. And once I got my dictionary out, I realized, okay, I get it.
That was my number one lesson from yesterday. And I remember saying that to myself. I remember saying, okay, I just learned Adonia's language. Right? I even said it in the car. I said, oh, you know what? My problem is I just come off so strong. You know what I'm saying? I just come off so strong. And it looked like I was trying to say, you're going to do this. No, that's not what I was trying to say. No. No, but that makes sense though. She's absolutely 1,000,000,000% correct, because not only it's not about legacy, it's about she has already been through the fire over this dream. She's already been through the aches, the pains, and the tears. And you can't have nobody come in now and, you know, say, just take the credit, or it ain't even about, yes, it wasn't about credit, but you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I went through this stuff. Now I need the harvest that comes from it. Because I'm at the point of no return now. I'm standing in this roller coaster ride for 8 hours. I'm next in line. I'm not turning around. I done wasted 8 hours of my life. And as odd as that sounds, she would have wasted 33 years, something of her life, if she don't do it herself. That's real, and you know it. You know what I'm saying? She's been through too much. She's been through too much not to have her fingerprint on it.
Antonio?
Yes, sir. I was hoping somebody was going to say something right there, Jerome.
On that same energy, I said, Jerome, you're moving forward, you're getting things done, but I still haven't forgotten what you said about partnerships and alliances.
Tell me about it,
And
bro.
because I said to myself, I said, Jerome, you're going to put all these things in place, but you're at the helm. And if you don't have those alliances, if you don't have those others who can do to keep this going, then what you're going to end up doing is going back to work, getting another job, but only for yourself. I don't want to do that. I don't want to end up, one of those baby boomers that, well, yeah, now I've got some resources, but if I don't fix it, if I don't, do that, then, but I'm not enjoying that. I want to be able to enjoy it.
Right.
So as I'm making that move, I'm looking for those strategic individuals. And you talk about that law of attraction. Those people are out there. I just got to make sure that I'm not so busy that I don't make time to recognize them. And so, yeah. Right. But I just wanted to say, I wanted to share that because I said, wait a minute, I'm 60-some years old. I finally waking up and seeing the light, but I don't want to spend the rest of my time making sure that everything's in place. And then I still end up, with the wheelchair or the cane or in and out of the hospital.
Right.
Well, I got it all set up now, but I'm still not enjoying it. I don't want to do that. So I just want to share that.
Right. No, you're spot on. You were spot on for sure.
Bishop.
Yeah, no, go ahead. I came here to work today.
You and Jerome is talking because it makes me think back. I've been in the wheelchair since 05. That's will make 18 years. And in that timing, I'm depending on God because God is going to heal me. I didn't do nothing. So you can imagine what could have happened if my mindset was changed. But I'm not going to regret what I went through because I went through it for a reason, to tell somebody something. That's why this book is out for that. But to now getting to the point to where, going to the gym, doing therapy, doing things that this year is going to be popping. I may not hit that million this year, but I'm hitting my health this year.
Well, that's $1 million right there, bro. I mean, let's get real about that.
Because it's to the point I look at Queen every day and I'm saying, look, there's more I got to do. Because sometimes you get to the point where, oh, take care of me, woe is me. I'm crippled, I'm disabled, I'm this, I'm that, and this. And so it's to the point that when you think about a legacy or you think about leaving something behind, this is, for me, doing what I'm doing, it's going to help somebody. Me lifting 50 pounds, bench pressing 50 pounds is going to help somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm putting it on TikTok, I'm putting it on Facebook. I'm just trying to put it out there so somebody can know that just because you're in a wheelchair don't mean you can't move and you can't do. So thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. No, you're welcome. And you already changing things. The moment you start working out with a bag hanging over your lap, you done already changed the game. You done already changed the game. But I do want to tell you this before I get to Adonia. I was trying to clean it up, and it's good, but I was trying to clean it up, but I can't.
Just beating Antonio that I know.
Yeah. Be careful of, and I put it in your language, allowing the devil to make you think that you didn't do nothing when he was waiting on God's healing. I don't want to rephrase it. Let me tell you what actually happened, though. You wait on God's healing without doing nothing because God was building in you a story.
Wow.
Now you're doing something because God is putting that story into massive action.
Wow.
And with your story, that's the mass. The workout is the acceleration. Grace, what does mass times acceleration equal?
There we go. Force.
There you go. Force. God made you a force with your trauma. The devil is trying to tell you you didn't do it right.
Wow. So the enemy, okay. Now let me talk on your terms. Because I can talk both. I can be metaphysical and be religious.
Hit me with it. Hit me with it.
So in other words, the enemy in me was saying, you're not doing nothing. So you just, well, I was sabotaging myself basically.
Right. And it wasn't intentional though. What it is what we do is our brains are so evolved that they really communicate through us through story. So if I talk to Adonia, if I talk to Deanna, if I talk to Melissa is actually 10 times worse than Adonia. So if I talk to Adonia, Deanna, Melissa, and Dolores. So if I talk to Adonia, Melissa, Dolores, and Deanna, there's two things that I know I need to do. Thing number one, I know I need not to talk. So when I talk to them, I know I need not to be talking. Melissa actually told me like 2 months ago, Tony, no disrespect, but shut the hell up. I'm trying to do this. Shit, I ain't lying. In front of Grace and the other night, I was like, okay, no problem.
She did.
So now it wasn't even a problem. Didn't bother me one bit. And I wasn't even talking. She told me shut the hell up when I wasn't even talking. Just so we clear. I just walked out from the kitchen. I wasn't even talking yet, right? I wasn't even talking yet. So when you have this understanding, that is not only perfect, they not doing nothing wrong. And I don't mean it esoterically. Those are women who got their shit together. They don't need you mansplaining anything. I'm in case I'm taking up for these personality types. So understanding that is their power because they are superheroes. But the reason the resistance come in is because the story they tell themselves is this always happens to me. Here's another one about to do it. So you never know who's not going to do it. Because the story we tell ourselves is everybody who act like Antonio gonna do it. Yeah, I get what I'm saying?
I got you. Wow.
They're perfect. I get along with Adonia, all of them, everybody just named, just fine. They're perfect. What the story is, though, if they don't check their story and I don't check my story, now we got an insecure problem going around. You get it? They're going to say something that I'm offended. I'm the man and God told me it. Whatever.
Right.
You get the whole
I got you.
Hypocritical.
Yeah.
Man, chauvinistic pig talk that I could have did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So there you go. Go ahead, Adonia. Oh, I just sent you a text.
You fixed that really well.
Yeah, I was taking up for y'all the whole time. I wasn't.
Because here's what I understand now. You understand us. It's not that we don't want the support and the help. There are some times when we say we got it and you don't hear it, or you choose not to hear it, or if you don't hear it, you see it, but you still think you got to come in. And sometimes that may be in our best moment, and you're coming in and distracting that best moment. So though us personality types that you have us categorized, and you're pretty accurate. We're not saying we don't want our man. I'll speak for myself. I'm not saying I don't want my man to lead and me follow. No problem. What I'm saying is when I got it, let me have it.
Right.
Because when there's interference, that's past interference, you get penalty. It's a penalty behind that. And we will hold that penalty against you, and it might take a minute for it to go away. So it's from that perspective. But my initial reason for raising my hand is I'm inspired by other people, and I just got inspired by for Jerome, and I just wanted to have the opportunity to say this to him. So brother uncle is what I'm gonna call him. He's got this gift, and he's got this gift of poetry. But as I want to pull up young folks, I think he would be the perfect uncle for young poets. And in other words, he can do his podcast or however he wants to do it, read his books and what have you, and then invite guests and seek the youngsters out. And so, because we want to get our youngsters starting to speak, languages that inspire and inspiration, and they can pull some of their people up. He can help them write it. He can teach how he's inspired by poetry. So his poetry is for everybody. And we can he can bring some of those youngsters in and put them on a platform, distract them from all the street stuff and all the stuff that's going on. Right. I think he would be the perfect person. And it just came to my head when we were talking about it. Or you were talking about other things, and I kept having him in my head. I wanted to share that.
No, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah. No, yeah, that's spot on. That's spot on. Back to those women in person. It's not a gender role I assign. I assign the personality type, just same way Adonia just said. The problem that comes with there is exactly what she pointed out, that interference in your genius moment. That's a violation of the spirit. It is. And it should be looked at no other different way. It really should.
Antonio.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
The scriptures say, Old Testament, to subvert a man in his cause is an abomination to God.
Oh,
come on now.
Well, then Jerome dropped the mic on that one. Then it was that. You heard him, Adonia. Shoot.
Wait, he said to
subvert a man. Say it again, Jerome.
You muted, Uncle Rome.
To subvert a man in his cause, it is abomination to God.
What's that word mean?
Yes. No, what happens is when you have determined that you need to do something, or this is what you're called to do, there are folks that'll come along and try to say, no, you shouldn't do that, shouldn't do that. But they believe that. And for you to try to change that is you're subverting them. You're making them turn against themselves, right. Even if they're wrong. If they turn against themselves, it's self-destructive. Don't do that.
To overthrow or destroy. That's what subvert means.
Right. So if I tell you,
in their cause, this is their cause. They believe that they're right. Okay. Right. They can be 100% wrong. That's not what they believe is right. You got to find another way than to have them overturn themselves, because that's you're destroying yourself. You don't want to do that. Yeah. They don't want to do that.
I had a male preacher tell me one day, he was like, who am I to tell a woman that she wasn't called a preacher? I said, you know what? Okay. You got a point.
Okay, I'm going to put a pin in that. I'm going to come back to that one. Let me just say this for 10 seconds before Phil begins to talk. That's what was it wasn't even friction because we had a pleasant conversation. That's what I was in danger of doing yesterday to Adonia. Right? Interfering with her genius. And through discourse, we found out that's not what I was trying to do. But my problem is, Phil, I'm a boss. So suggestions or simple, hey, what does this look like? Don't come off like that.
No, they don't.
In my head, it does.
I know.
But when they come out my mouth, it's a damn command. And I have to remember that. I suffer with that. I have to remember that.
What got you here won't get you there?
Is that in that
absolutely.
Book? Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Go ahead, Phil.
Aren't all lyrics just poetry put to music?
Absolutely, especially rap, rhythm, and poetry.
So, Jerome, have you thought of putting your poetry to music?
Absolutely. Not only that, one of my hidden things I wanted to always do is learn how to play the piano. I've got a very dear friend that does it. And I told him 2 weeks ago, I'm gonna share something with you I've never shared with anybody else. I want to learn how to play the piano because I've been told on 3 occasions by musicians who I believe are very good musicians. They said, Jerome, I can take your poetry and turn it into a song. And I'm like, huh? And I mean, it was like, and I'm saying, well, if they can do that, why can't I do that? So, Mr. Sorrentino, I received that. I received that.
Right. Adonia, check your text message at your convenience, because I don't think you're going to be able to. If you look at it, you're going to get too excited and you might stop whatever you're doing. So be careful when you look at it. Be careful when you look at it. Prophet Jerry, real quick before I get to Jamal, what's the point of your marriage podcast? That's not, see, that's that thing again, Grace. I'm a boss. It sounded like I was. See, that's not the way I mean it. It's not the way I mean it. I need to put the point into ChatGPT to give you some suggestions. So I'm not questioning you. I need to question him, Carlos. Okay.
Okay. So basically, sex, communication, marriage.
Okay, so that's the about. What are you trying to? Okay, I got you. Let me put it in the preacher talk. What is the mission statement of your podcast, of your sermon?
Mission statement is to really reach out to people to let them know that marriage is real, because we see so much of divorce going on. Our parents divorce, family members divorce. There's so much divorce. People get married 4, 5, 6 times. That's fine. That's their business. But we're saying that love is real.
Got it. Say less. I already hit enter.
While I'm here, Bishop.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tonight I'll be at the gym. I don't know about doing the bench pressing, but I'm kind of sore.
I tried to do 100 push-ups this morning. I did 2.
I'm kind of sore, but we will be at the gym tonight at 6 p.m. for Pain 2020. One quick question, Bishop. It's off the subject, but it's dealing with you and business and all.
We're about to talk State of the Union next.
When is the tour over that you can put your feet in my domain?
So I got 2 things for you. I've already come up with, I don't know, about 300 meditations. So get ready for that. Plus, in Pathbender, I came up with a meditation program.
Okay.
I owe you meditations.
Yes, you do.
Then, yes, I actually had my problem. Well, anyway, I had ChatGPT memory jog. Sometimes you just need memory joggers. It's not that you need help. You know too much. And you can't narrow it down because you know too much. So you need somebody like Antonio to go, okay, here's an outline, replace this, or somebody like ChatGPT to say, Grace, here's 25 suggested topics. You go, okay, good. Because you said this, and that makes me think about this. This will make me think about 10 more. You need that because we're so smart. We've been, our computer has been on since the day we've been born.
Is Carlos working for you right now?
Yes. Yes. It was down for me yesterday, but it wasn't.
It's telling me it's at capacity right now.
Right. Well, that's because I'm on. You get off. You understand? Yeah. You get off. Yes. No, I'm just joking. Yeah. I mean, Grace, do me a favor. Send this to. Oh no. This is for me. This is for me. Yeah.
Okay.
I needed suggestions to work on his artwork. It was for me. So here, let me just send this to you for me. There you go. That's for me. And no, I'm not going off tour. So I'll be in North Carolina soon. I got to come to North Carolina. I got to send Dolores a book because I finished it like 2 weeks ago.
Awesome.
Yeah. I finished it like 2 weeks ago, but I have to. When I finish a book, I typically write it 2 more times. Because the first time I'm writing. Anyway, that's irrelevant. I got to finish it 2 more times, but that's easy. The first draft is always the hardest for me. But I've never gone off tour because tour is just for me to promote Arlenbrook. It's free promotion.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's underpriced promotion. So I'm never going off tour for sure. So I'll be there soon. And the only reason that stopped me is because just my mom died. Now I got to recover from all.
Yeah, I understand all that.
Yeah.
That was understandable, and much love and everything. That was understandable.
Yeah.
I just, this may sound weird, but if it do, oh well. But I just need to be in your presence.
No, I get it. And I'm grateful. I appreciate you. I get it, and I will do that because we got to come see Renee anyway. Deanna just reminded me about it. I didn't forget her. I just thought about the book. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Miss Frida gonna come through. Miss Frida.
Oh no, we coming down. Man, Frida getting drunk.
A party in the Carolinas.
Yeah. We getting drunk. We getting Frida some tequila. We gonna eat some deep dish pizza and tequila. Don't tell Susan. We gonna eat leafy greens. No, I'm just joking. Go ahead, Jamal.
Prophet Jay, don't tell Renee.
Yeah, I was
what?
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how preacher wives party.
It's my house. I'm just playing.
Yeah, slip us some mushrooms or something. I don't know. Yes.
Where that party at?
For real.
You really want to find out how much this planet matters? Do that. Anyways, I was gonna.
You muted.
Hold on. Jamal, you muted yourself, Jamal.
Jamal.
I don't speak it down. Yeah. Let me ask him to unmute and see if you muted yourself.
Oh,
there you go.
There
you got to take all that back. When you got to your first comment and we missed all that.
I can hear that. I'm fine.
Text him, Grace. Text him, let him know we hear him. He can't hear us, and he muted. It could have been a phone call that came in and muted him. Can you hear Jamal?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Okay, we missed all of it. We don't have nothing but your name.
Oh, that's what's up. So I was saying, about 3 months ago, I think you, Train Ace, I think you were telling her to stop correcting people. Like, if she can do that, that'll put her ahead of it. But it kind of piggybacks on what you were saying earlier about subverting someone. Because I'm guilty of that. The people ask me for advice. I give them my advice. You know what I mean? What I think they should do. But that's not what they've been called to do. So I had to stop. And, it really takes me out of that whole circle of doing that, and it frees me up because my conversations are totally different now. Like I don't entertain arguments very much. I don't, I laugh a lot. Like you say, just laugh at it because most of the time it is what it is. Just you just want to be standing there listening anyway. So
yeah, I don't argue at all. And if you people that just try, I just don't. I just don't. I don't argue. Because I don't have, I was telling somebody this the other day, somebody in New York this the other day, shout out to the Bronx. And I was telling them, they was asking a bunch of questions and I was like, look, I'm good with whatever you decide because I'm not good with whatever you decide. And they were confused. And so I had to break it down. I was like, well, all your ideas are stupid. Everybody's idea is stupid. All of y'all suck. Because I didn't think of it. And that's the nature of man. And since I have that accounted for, I control it. Since I'm fully aware that I don't like your idea. Matter of fact, why the hell you even brought it up in my conversation? It wasn't even a conversation. This was a monologue that I'm disguising as a conversation. I let you talk to me so I can get my point across. It's the nature of man. The flesh is wicked, huh? And since I know that about me, I'm the exact opposite. You can't control anything you won't admit you got. Why your ministry is ineffective. Because you're a minister. I'm not a minister. I am a wicked agent of Satan. I don't even believe in Satan, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just using out loud dialogue. I am a wicked agent of Satan, transformed by the cross.
Watch yourself.
Those are two different motives. Those are two different motives, Jerome. Those are, if I am a minister called, I ain't approachable, Adonia. You can't tell me nothing. Hell, I've been chosen. Come on now, don't fool me now. If I know I've been called, you gonna give me all these gifts, all this talent, and all this confidence, and think Phil gonna tell me God called me and I act polite? You out your damn mind. I got every gift of a narcissistic, insensitive a-hole. You have to keep that in check. And the only way you keep it in check is to know that I have every gift to hurt Adonia. So when I talk to her, I make sure I'm not in those gifts. That's how you conquer your demons, my friends. Not by denying them. You know what they are and you starve them daily. Now, some of y'all immature people, you heard everything I said the wrong way.
I remember that story. There's two wolves. Okay, the gist of it is.
It's all right. It's many versions. No, it's many versions.
It's a good wolf and a bad wolf. And the son asked the dad, well, which one do you feed? You know, and he said, you know, the one, oh, I forgot. Well, how does the bad one die? Or something like that. But he said, you know, one dies when you don't feed it, you know. Right. So I get what you said.
Yeah, which one? It's many versions. It's an old proverb. It's many versions of it. And it's true. It is very true. Y'all, please. Well, you don't have to listen to me because you're going to disagree anyway. And the mere fact that I know you're going to disagree. Notice, remember, y'all cut me off at any time. Most of them are disagreements or redactions to what y'all probably know redactions, improvements to what I've said. For 6 years, I ain't got offended yet. Oh, in public. Let's not forget that. Now, hold on now. Now, I'm from the old school blackness, Jerome, to where if you pitch the tent, that's what we have in the circus. All right, okay. Since you want to act up in this store, you're going to get whooped in this store. All right, that's where I come from. So the mere fact that I take all these corrections and stuff publicly with no problem tells you that I have accounted for the dude in me. You got messed up. I don't argue, Jerome. I mean, not Jerome, Jamal. I don't argue because I value harmony more than I value my opinion.
Would you say if the argument is more or less you in love with your own opinion more than the actual outcome?
True. But yes, absolutely true. Everything you said is true. What I really fear is Newton's third law of motion. I don't fear anything. But Newton's third law of motion or karma, same thing. Every action has an opposite reaction. That scares the hell out of me. It does. Man, it's the only thing unavoidable.
My goodness.
Yeah, I get over on Adonia, but I don't get over on physics. I don't get over on God. I may have won, fooled her, but that's coming. And it comes in the principle of multiplication. Yes, sir.
While you saying that, I was sitting there thinking to myself, one of the benefits of the military when I was a private, not when I was getting ready to get out, is that people did stuff to you and you had to suck it up and go on about your business or you got in trouble because
I
he
was just telling
spoke.
that story yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. But the beauty of that for me, as now I'm older, is that those people who were wrong and who did me wrong, and I couldn't do nothing about it, they got theirs. So as I got older, I said, you know what? I ain't got to see you get yours. But if you wrong, you gonna get yours.
Everybody gets what they deserve.
And anybody can get it. So as I've gotten older, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I don't have to sit here and argue with you. I ain't got to sit here and compete with you. I ain't got to sit here and convince you of nothing. If that's what you believe, so be it. Because guess what? What I believe is what I believe. And if I mess up, I got to deal with them consequences. I got to deal with the repercussions. Hello. And that keeps me here instead of all that dumb stuff and all that foolish stuff and arguing. I don't like them. And they don't know how to talk to people and all that. Like you say, you get invited to an argument, you ain't got to come.
No, sir.
You ain't got to receive that invitation.
I don't.
But the Army did that for me when I was younger.
Nope.
And I'm very grateful for that, because people who are really wrong, they going to get theirs. Hello? And I ain't got to be there to see you get it.
Yeah.
You know, Jerome, you'll be in a situation where you can't argue, because I remember I got orders to get up out of New Jersey. I was headed to Japan, and they dangled it over my head like, you know, hey, you know, all that fighting you was finna do last week, because me and I had a supervisor, me and him didn't get along. I had offered several times to go outside and solve it out there in the yard, but you know, of course, they
catch me behind the IV line.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave you where I find you at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, it just at that point, you know, I mean, he had that power to nix the whole thing, and whatever he was saying from before that I didn't want to listen to, that was causing me anger, I had to sit and take it, because what I was more important than what was going on at that time. My what I wanted, which was to get up out of there and go overseas, was more important than me winning those arguments, or even that entire conversation at that time. So I totally understand where you're coming from, because it's like, now what I want is more important than arguing with anybody about anything. It's like, you just, you know.
I'm glad you said that. I told my dad, you can listen, Deanna testified to, because she was on three-way. You never win an argument. Nobody wins. Correction never lets you, the moment you correct somebody, you never come out unbruised. Never. I just don't correct people. I don't, none of you should correct anybody. And if you say, well, this is constructive criticism, that's a lie. That's a platform in which you're using to share how God should look like in that person. That's what you're doing.
So if they ask you, you respond to it. If they ask you for your opinion, you give it unfettered, but you're not correcting anybody. Or once they say or disagree to it or whatever and say, well, I think this, then you just go on. You from that point, you're done with it, right?
Since you're getting that technical, Buster, Phil and Susan, when that happens, go, well, can I ask you a question? Well, do you mind if I answer this way? Is what Phil and Susan would say. Can I wordsmith you real quick?
You okay with them driving the car off the cliff?
Hey, it's like
you're okay with that?
Yeah. Hey, yeah, I'm okay. If you drive your car off the cliff, that is something you have decided to do with your perfect reality. If you drive a car off the cliff with innocent people in it, now I got to say something. These are two different things. These are two different things. If you decide to run through a red light and get away with it, or don't get away, or get into a wreck, by all means, that's on you. If you decide not to strap your baby up in the back seat and get that, because now what you're doing is you're letting your harvest affect others. You know what I'm saying? Like, because as long as we are in a co-creative world, so you're always attracted. Let's say I'm abusive. All right, whoever I'm with, whether you want to admit it or not, likes abusers. Even if they don't consciously know they like abusers, their reward system says, I need a man like this or a gender like this that's going to abuse me. How can I possibly be an abuser without an abusee attracting me? Every action has an opposite and equal reaction. Every thought has an equivalent vibration. That's physics. That was physics, that was quantum physics, that was Newtonian physics, that was quantum physics. You reap what you sow. There's your Bible. Everybody's saying the same thing. We just shoot people over who said it. Moses said it. Pow, pow, pow.
For real. Paul
Jesus said it. Pow, pow, pow. And that's what we did. Well, there was stone, stone, stone back then. You know what I'm saying? That's what we did. That's what we do. I don't argue because there is no reason to tell Adonia the pow, pow, pow. There's no reason to tell Adonia, I don't like how God is in you.
Watch it, sir.
Now,
watch it.
There's a hood reason I don't argue either.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Okay.
Go back.
Let's do that one.
Go back. Okay, we're gonna get to that one because I always love hood things. Anyway, wait a minute. Oh, go back. What'd you just say before the hood thing? That's a hood reason.
I don't like the way God looks in Adonia. So shut the hell up. And this is how you need to look, Adonia. This is how you talk to me. I don't have to teach y'all how to talk to me. This is the standard. This is what it is. Do you choose? No, say less. You will not get my energy. You will fade away. You will go in somebody else's Zoom call. Happens all the time. You ain't never seen me fret about somebody who was here and left. Ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. For some people, I'm just a boot camp. They get what they need and they go out there. That's fine. That's totally fine. For some people, we changing the world. Everybody's not a wanderer, Grace. I'm only here for the wanderers. I'm here for the long lost sheep. You want to put it in the Bibles for you? Okay, Jerome got it. All right. I do it either way you want me to do. Do it either way you want me to do. This is the season for great things. So I've written Pathfinder book. You're not going to hear about it right now. It's coming out, but you're not going to hear about it because I need to be buying Deanna's book. Put that link out there, Grace. Put that link out there. And So Happy and Grateful too, but you're not going to hear about that. You need to hear about Deanna's book. Or you can buy them as a bundle. You know what I'm saying? You can buy them as a bundle if you want to. Buy her book. Buy her book. I got 12. I've been down here 12 times. I don't need no, she needs the glory. She needs the God is goodness about that. Get that to her. Shit on the screen, Grace, while I'm talking. But I'm bringing up Pathfinder for a reason. Me and Adonia were being geniuses yesterday talking about building programs that last 25 years. This was a co-creative conversation. And we were postulating, Jerome, how to get that done. Okay. And that's what I built. Pathfinder is like my last plan. There's a program higher than Pathfinder, but that program you can't even apply to. You can't apply to that program. You can't apply to that program. It's called it's on. If you go to Assembly of Wonder, it's no. You shut that for a little bit. Shut that for a little bit. Keep that up there. Let that marinate. Let that gravy get on that. Let that gravy get on that bread. It's all right. It'll make the bread taste better. Framework journal, if y'all don't mind. 2830. Get your life together. You understand? It'll get your life together. If you want to get over your bad negative habits, please, by all means, go and wrench around to the Framework Journal. So you asked me, well, what is the Framework Journal? I got you. Grace posted about it the other day. It's a highly recommended book that I highly recommend to all of you that helps you maximize your productivity. It helps you with your daily routines so you can have crucial tendencies and habits for a successful future. I believe that the Framework Journal guides you through identifying the distractions and weaknesses of your life and puts you on to the muscular path of your future. So get ready to attract all the things that you desire, because Deanna put her foot in framework. But y'all clap for her, please. Gonna do well.
Thank you.
There you go. Did I do well?
Great
Did I
job.
do well with my little description there?
Yes, you did.
Okay, there you go. You know I gotta. Adonia say I got away with words. She said you always selling. Man, you always selling. And I be look. She told me yesterday, you always selling. I was like, yeah, I do. Like I didn't even deny it. Yeah, I do. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is
You
what
and
it is.
Melissa are just alike. She was we in the mall. She was like, and Deanna asked her some kind of question. She was like, "Oh, I don't do nothing that don't make me money." Hey, okay,
No,
okay.
That's what she
Right,
said.
yeah, yeah.
That's what she said. I don't
Well,
do
I-
nothing to make money. Even in shopping, she was like, at the end of the day, she's like, okay, yeah. well,
Okay, okay, here. The bag we purchase is going into a social media post. The social media post is now generating income. The makeup we bought is going into reviews that will be social media posts and then a review of the magazine, which also now makes the money back.
She don't do nothing that don't make her money. You muted, Antonio.
I said the ML has spoken. The ML has spoken. Yes, there it is. There it is. So I got Melissa publishing Pathbender plus like 6 more books. I've been working on them. I'm currently working on all these books at one time plus 4 more. That's not on here. They have my notes right now.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I'm working on like 19 books at one time. I just whatever energy I give, okay, that's the book I'm gonna work on today. That's it. I can't. It just goes like that. So she's got 6 books on her way, but one of them is Pathbender, which is my life's work part of it. Pathbender is not. I revealed it yesterday in the Tuesday thing, right? I revealed all this stuff. It comes with so much. It's $2,720 just to get in. It's lifetime membership. And I'm not even fit to explain on this call. I'll take another call to do it. But I don't want you in it. I don't. I want the wanderers in it. I'm looking for wanderers. That being said, I've put a lot of work into it. A lot of work. Remember, I announced it 2 Mexits ago, but y'all wasn't ready for it yet. I knew it. I said, all right, no worry. And I went to my other audience, my bigger audience, and I was like, well, my brand wasn't ready for it yet. So I had to then switch. So no problem. So now that's not a problem anymore. That being said, I've got all the visuals. I know exactly what comes out with it. Gracie, you still got that list of 8? Okay.
Yes,
She's
sir.
got the So Happy and Grateful list of 8. We're going to put that back out there again because Pathbender has its own 8. Actually, it's not 8. I will send to you everything that Pathbender comes out with. Pathbender comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 gifts. But the features of Pathbenders 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 plus and counting features. But you're talking about 31 different things. So instead of 8, it's 31. Pathbender also includes a 40-day Pathbender challenge, which one day at a time, we teach you why is it that you can give me something and in a snap of a finger, I could build your whole business in nanoseconds. And you've been struggling with it your whole life. Because I'm a path bender. Something I made up, right? Just bend my path to my will. It just is what it is. I don't see obstacles or whatever. But I say that to show you some stuff. So here is.
Why? I'm so sorry. When you sent that the first time, I was like, man,
Well,
that
I
is
never sent it to
perfect.
them. This first time they seen it. You and
I
Melissa.
know,
That is really nice.
but
Wow.
what I noticed was you have the duality of the world as
Yes.
we see it. That's the
Yes.
first time I recognized that. And he's walking into you always talk about the hero's journey.
Right.
And they always have to enter into the cave to find the treasure.
Right. You could thank Joseph Campbell for that quote, for sure. So there's your path bender. She's right. And notice where he walks, he breaks the ground. Anyway. And then here's the back. It reminds me of every time I look at it, I want to go, a trail. Yeah, I probably don't know that about that.
That will never end the story.
Yeah.
That was my stuff.
Gosh, that wolf scared me.
Yes. And then you have, oh, go ahead.
Oh no, Renee said the wolf scared her. I said I wanted not the wolf, but the dog. I wanted.
Oh yeah.
Of course you did. And then here's more visuals. This is stuff that ain't even out yet. This is stuff that ain't, don't worry about it. This is just, just stuff ain't out yet. Bam, path bender, you can see
Strong
it.
hands.
Yes, right here. Look at that. Oh, I'll show you. I'm gonna go back this way. Look at this one. Oh yeah, you ain't seen it. Deanna ain't seen these things.
No, I have not. And
Yeah,
this book down here is a beast.
Right here, and then right here. That's beautiful. Just bending that path again.
Love that.
And then Pathbender has a spell book in it, by the way. Just so we're clear.
Right there. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, well, then here is the open version.
Ooh.
And then there's the moon again. So that being said, let me wrap this section up real quick, because I wanted to do just State of the Union, but I was waiting on the groceries to get done. But make sure, my friends, all of you, let me not do that. My Pathbender is meant for me in 25 years from now to update the book or something like that. Give you a volume 2, right? Whatever you call it, volume 2. And I'm not concerned with people. I want to take trips across the world with Pathbenders, and I want Pathbenders to organize their own trips and stuff. If you're familiar with Sacred Woman, you can think about something like that, or Men of Valor, the Christian group, or what I'm saying. Anyway, if you think of anything like that, do you need to be doing this? Probably not. Probably so. I'm not talking about Pathbender like a Pathbender, like something that's 25 years. But the total life enjoyment has been around since 81 or something. Sounds like a program that's got some legs on it. That's Feeling Susan, by the way, yeah. Okay. Total life enjoyment in it. Sounds like that. So just do that, and y'all will be fine. But any more questions? It will, if you not really doing that, if you anyway, y'all good to go. So hold on.